Hey guys, this is Matt. I wanted to keep going with our key document series and our book driver training videos. This is document 5 for today, September 13, 2018. Happy birthday, Dad. So on document 5 here on our eBay for your YouTube training series, I wanted to go over our eBay listing policies and indirectly some of our direct marketing principles. This is a document based on the decisions and data that BookDriver has captured since selling on eBay and Amazon really in 2013. Even though this is featured on eBay, some of the principles apply to both platforms. The core features are free shipping in the US. We will also ship internationally through eBay's shipping center. We recommend you do the same. We also recommend you offer 60-day returns. That seems to increase sales roughly 8 to 10%, which can make a big difference over a year. So sound principles for eBay selling of used books is really based on our internal testing. Outside best practices of people who are awesome at listing books on eBay, and then general direct marketing practices. So all of this helps us be more effective with our sell-through. By all means, as you look at this document, once we release it, internalize some of the minor tactics that I use, but the idea below is to hit the basic foundational truths on eBay through your first paths of making listings, and the basic foundational truths in direct marketing that you want to add to your copywriter's bag of tricks. So by copywriter, I mean someone who's crafting words in order to persuade or to sell. All of these ads, if you think of eBay listing as an advertisement for the book, ultimately they're effective and measurable in terms of revenue if you're doing it right. This is going to start getting you down the basic scientific advertising principles of the eBay listings that we're using. So one of the first things is you're testing certain elements. For example, right now we're testing 60-day returns and promoted listings. 60-day returns have proved really good, so we're going to keep them. It's actually increased sales about 8%. So we're hoping that will actually continue to grow as people come back. And our current conversion rate is 34%, and we want to increase that, as well as adding, tripling the amount of listings to hit our sales goal for September, October. So just an example is that you can measure these figures just from basic stuff that's on your eBay selling tool, and then you sort of turn it into a game whether it's working or not, or whether you can improve it. So we'd like to get that 34% up to maybe 50%, where 50% of the listings are turning every month. We can start testing different avenues to accomplish that. In our eBay training, we always start with creating listings from the other similar items that are sold. The reason we start there is to expose you to some of the things that other eBay sellers who are really, really good are doing, which seem to work. Those patterns usually don't necessarily emerge at first, but that is why we use a repetition model. Your first eBay listing should be your first 100 eBay listings should be from that similar listings and from the sold listing reports. So we will get, that is something that I don't think I have in this batch, but searching for products on eBay, you should always go to the left column and filter by sold listings to see what the prices that things actually got sold, not what they just got listed. So focus on the items that are proven sellers. That's another thing. Books, proven sellers. If you're looking at the sold listings report, you're seeing in stopping yourself. That doesn't mean you can't list unique items, but it just might give you priority through the day. All of this really serves as a low-cost training model for your future eBay listers if you choose to scale this model out. So remember that you can also use internally active listings and recently sold listings if you want to add more quantity, or if you want to repeat an order that sold recently and relist it. It's a good way to get an extra listing in your listing goals. Here are the 3 basic things we've been doing that seem to be universally accepted among eBay power sellers, which is, in the eBay search engine, it weighs the most prominence on words in the title of the listing, so make sure you use the full character limit in title. Second, we've always had at least 3 pictures, but because a tie between 2 competing listings seems to go to the one with more pictures. So it seems like if there are 2 basic listings, that the one with more pictures is going to get more views. And listings that accept returns outperform listings that don't. The classic free returns, it revolutionized direct mail retail and then retail, and it's still a great model to always be able to have at least returns, if not free returns. That you always sell more, even after taking projected returns, if you offer returns. So what are some of the text tactics that we have in here? Well, we always say that this is like for condition notes or for the description, kind of boilerplate messaging that really works good, that all books are hand inspected, that we have no hassle returns, 60-day money back guarantee, flat rate shipping. In our case, we offer free shipping in the continental US, and then clear condition descriptions, low cost expedited delivery, and of course ships from the US. People do like to know the closer they ship, the closer that the listing is, the faster it's going to be, and that's pretty much true. So especially with media mail. But we're always going to talk about the binding, if there's any underlining or highlights. We kind of oscillate between good to very good condition. We use like new and acceptable very rarely. We really don't even list acceptable books unless it's like a hard to find textbook. Like new, we figure if it's very good and they get it, they're like, wow, this is in really good condition for very good. In fact, it's like it's new. Yet we listed it for very good. So it creates a little surprise for them. So the hardcovers can be sold a little bit more. Even mass market first editions, the first edition year of, say, a Lee Child book, a Michael Conley book, someone like Stuart Woods, even that's going to have a little more value. The first edition, even if it's the mass market first edition, first publication year, you might want to go a little deeper and say that it was published in the first year. So let me see. So what about some of the special collections? Well, comb style binding, which is that spiral binding on a lot of textbooks. It's also on a lot of cookbooks. So you could say something like about a cookbook, it has comb style binding, it's free of any cooking residue. That's little details like that. You don't have to put in anything more, but it really centers in their mind that you're thinking about their needs. So library discards. Ex-library books has library stamps on inside and is wrapped in cellophane covering. No underlining or highlights. That's a way to describe library discards in a way that's marketable. So none of these are very verbose. We just get right to the point, trying to get the one or two consumer like conditions that people seem to like. So. And then finally, we always put the optional message in. When the message goes out, you can check the box for optional message to buyer. Thanks for your order from Book Driver. It's shipped out from Westminster, Colorado on the dates through the United States Postal Service and takes 2 to 9 business days to get to you. The tracking number is included in shipping information. If you have any questions or need to buy other books, don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you for your business, Matthew Johnson. Kind of a good way to get people to come back to your store, which is really what it's about. So, that is document 5 in the key documents series of our procedure manual that we're starting to talk to you about and craft ourselves. Next up will be document 6, which is our operations online and offline, that gets into how the books are found and then how the books are sold. Thanks.